Tonopah, Nevada is a place with tons of history and tons of atmosphere. It still very much has a feel of kind of like a pioneer town, I guess.
Well, it kind of is already. So it's full of character and characters. They mine turquoise and lithium and
it's still kind of a living, breathing relic, a historical relic. Mm-hmm. Now this guy named Ray Val, he owns 5 junk stores in the town center. Mm-hmm. And we just ended up hanging out with this guy for probably an hour. He was telling us all kinds of stories.
Yeah, he's got lots of things to say. He's got people from all over the world visiting him. Just before, there was like someone from St. Petersburg that rolled through there. So this is a very small town. It's very much the Old West still, but it's legit. It's the real deal, and it's raw.
It's raw.
Yeah.
But this isn't the reason that we were exploring this day, because the night before when we checked in, our innkeeper told us about a hotel in the center of town that was apparently haunted. So obviously, curiosity got the better of us.
Yeah. Right across the street from Ray Val is the Mizpah Hotel and Casino, and apparently it is haunted. So we're gonna go in, check it out, and see what it's all about.
What?
Thanks so much.
What's going on?
So we're here in the Mizpah, and we're going to meet a woman named Gal who works here on the 5th floor, and she knows how to call the lady in red, who is the ghost here, and she was a woman of the night, and she became a kept woman, and I believe she caught her main man, cheating on her, and he murdered her in the grounds here, and she's been here ever since. Okay.
That's the only one that lights up.
Oh, why is the fifth floor is the only one that lights up?
So full disclosure here, we're not what you would call believers in the supernatural. We've never really been into the whole ghost hunting thing or anything like that. Having said that, something definitely happened here, and I don't know if the events that took place in this building are an accurate representation of an afterlife. We'll leave that up for you to decide, but something happened, and it did leave an impression on us.
We were at the desk, the lady said that know a lot about the lady in red and all that.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. The lady in red lived here on the grounds of the hotel, and she was murdered by a jealous lover outside of room 502. So the front desk told us to go upstairs, and we didn't know what to expect, and they said, look for Gail. We're like, who's Gail? Gail is the maid. Gail has been working there for 11 years, and she's had many encounters with the lady in red, and actually they have a relationship. They talk.
Yeah, they have a rapport.
They have a friendship.
Now, after talking to Gail for about 15 minutes, she started to open up to us a little bit more and started showing us around some of the rooms on the 5th floor, including this room that you see here, which is called the Lady in Red Suite.
What a beautiful room. The first night somebody checked in and checked out.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't get any sleep.
Because Gail has been working here for 11 years, she has all these photos on her phone of the encounters she's had over the last 11 years. One of them in particular, this photo is wild.
Yeah.
It's like the fully formed apparition of the lady in red in a mirror that appeared one day.
So tell the story again real quick. What's the deal with this?
So it was when I first started, and 2 guys would come around taking pictures in the morning. One would chat to me and the other one would video or take pictures. And we're looking over at the lady in red room, but we don't see or hear anything. And somebody asked us if we got the picture, and I kept saying, okay, just send me it. So when I got it, I'm like, holy moly. And they said she had a lot of blood on her, and if you look...
And what's that up there?
I don't know.
So most of the photos that Gail has on her phone, aside from the really creepy image of the lady in red, are of orbs that she filmed floating around outside of room 502.
Right. So then she took us outside, and she's like, hey, why don't we do it live? How about I call her for you?
Totally unplanned.
What? Yeah, totally unplanned.
Lady in red, we got Casey. Where are you, pretty lady?
So she started snapping away, and picture after picture, there was nothing. And I started getting really skeptical. But eventually, we got our first orb, and then after that, it was kind of like an avalanche of activity.
Right. She was, they have a relationship, so she started getting mad at her. She's like, come on out. And next thing we know, kind of.
Oh, right there.
There!
Oh my gosh.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
Oh my god.
At this point, we just had to try a ghost picture, but there was a bit of a twist.
Yeah. So I wanted to commemorate this moment with my dad, so I got into a picture with him, and Gail kept taking photo after photo and nothing was happening. And then she explained that, the lady in red was a former prostitute. She gets jealous of women. So the second I stepped out of the photo, this happened.
Get him a third time.
Oh my God.
Dad!
Holy crap.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now I have goosebumps.
Dad! Oh my God!
Good one. 4, 9,
There is a lady in red, and she's beautiful and wonderful, and me and my dad have goosebumps. We took a picture, and the second I stepped away, I absolutely saw it on Gail's camera, and yep, I stepped away, and she appeared.
Wow.
She likes my dad.
Wow. Naturally, I wanted to get my picture with the ghost as well, and we were actually able to do that. There were a couple photos that had some really good orbs in them.
Well, Noah looks like a 1900s miner, so there's that.
Apparently that's why she came out. She likes miners. One thing that did happen, though, while Lynn was filming, the camera that she was using to film locked up entirely. And this is something that I've seen happen on TV shows, and I always used to write it off. But when you're there and you actually see it happen, it was a little bit bizarre, I have to admit.
It was palpable. You could feel it.
You're taking.
Yeah.
Say it, just say it.
Oh, so this is the Sony cam that I was using where Noah was getting his picture taken, and now it's completely frozen.
And look at the front is.
It's open.
It's open.
We've traveled with this for 3 years. This has never ever happened.
Yeah, normally this is supposed to close, so close the door.
He went behind his
Look at that. It's completely stuck open.
It's stuck open.
It stopped recording. It's
That's
dead.
just gone through to you.
Please don't kill my GH5 lady in red.
I'm telling you, Gail can do stuff. It's like so weird. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
So we came in like, okay. My dad came in skeptic. Okay, I believe.
Yeah.
She's absolutely up there.
Exactly.
That was incredible. Goosebumps.
I know. And
Central.
Gail can just like.
They have a relationship.
do.
I love
They
their
do.
love. They
Yeah,
have it.
exactly.
You can tell. Oh my God, this has been great.
Good, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Well, next time you'll come stay with us.
No, I'm seriously coming. Yeah, I absolutely. Yeah, that was interesting. I will say there absolutely is.
There's something there.
There's a ghost. Her name.
There's something there. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah.
Oh wait,
there's
but
got to
here's
be something there.
I didn't get to do this.
Well, look at my arms.
Look at his arms.
Yeah, you're still all chicken skin down. Man.
That
I
was
mean,
weird.
It's 90 degrees out here.
Yeah.
So you said your heart started beating fast?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In my head, too. I could feel my head kind of throbbing.
Wow.
No, it was weird.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
That was weird.
Okay.
I still feel it on, like on the back of my neck.
Somebody's a believer. You're a believer.
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I'm a believer.
Real quick? Do you have
I act
time?
like I don't like ghosts. Don't mean crap to me, but you know it's kind of too weird for me.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
Okay, nobody out here. Nobody out here. I can hear a pin drop, and we're stopped here in the middle of the Nevada desert, the high desert. We're gonna have some lunch. We're heading to the Extraterrestrial Highway, so we just had our ghost encounter, which again was incredibly freaky.
Believer. I love you, Nevada.
Hold on. All right, we're here. We made it, the Extraterrestrial Highway. While I'm not sure if we're gonna see any UFOs, it's still cool to come here and experience the kitsch of it all. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, look at
Oh wow, look at that. All right guys, super kitsch, we made it. The Extraterrestrial Highway, the little alien. I've seen this place on TV, never been here till now. Earthlings welcome. Unless you want to take a video. Unreal, you know, you drive all the way out into the middle of frickin' nowhere to see your stupid cafe. And then they flip out when you start videotaping. It's almost as if they have something to hide. Seriously though, it's like, really? You don't want the free publicity of people taking pictures and video, posting it online? Weird. If you're into aliens and UFO stuff, then you likely already know about the Extraterrestrial Highway. If not, it's basically just 98 miles of highway out in the middle of the desert. However, because of its close proximity to Area 51, apparently there have been a lot of UFO sightings over the years, which has caused this place to gain kind of a cult status.
We already saw a ghost today, so we weren't too keen on sticking around and also seeing UFOs and alien life, like real alien life. So we did the highway. It was barren, beautiful, and everything that I love. So there was that.
Lynn claims she saw skull and crossbones on the side of the road, right?
Well, there's a thing called like the black box, which is a mailbox.
Yeah, the mailbox. That's not the mailbox.
I think it is now, because it got destroyed, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, God, Lenny, come on.
Yeah, that is the black box right there.
Oh, yeah, the black mailbox. Wow. Where are we at? What is this? This is the black mailbox?
Black box. Yep.
There it is, right there. Not safe for work. This is the famous black mailbox.
Yep.
Apparently it used to actually be a mailbox. So I think Area 51 is near here, right? Right. Am I right about that?
I believe so.
Okay, just down the road from the Alien Cafe, it's another famous spot, the black mailbox. Now, this isn't so much a mailbox anymore as it is just a pile of garbage at this point.
That's how I knew it was there.
Yeah, exactly. This is another famous stop for all the UFO buffs. It used to be an actual mailbox, and people used to speculate on whether or not it was connected to Area 51 in some way. I don't know, just kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, and then people meet up and then write little letters to aliens, to other people, and just connect on this very lonely stretch of highway. All right,
what do you got? What do you got?
So,
Read me.
traveling with my dad and husband on a road trip to Vegas. We're capturing it all, and we'll share it on our YouTube channel. If you're reading this, tell us your black box story. Find us at youtube.com, because we camp. Love, Lynn and Noah. The truth is out there.
Yeah. There you go, the black mailbox.
It's definitely like tequila.
Yep. We did it. Black mailbox.
Okay, the truth is out there.
The truth is out there. Our alien experience is done.